Hi. Hi, Kirsten. Uncover the news. Belarus, MBS with the oil. Abbott, that disgusting law about diversity officers in public universities. Yeah. DeSantis. Yeah. So, hello. Also, straight up, hello. Thanks to everyone who watches these videos later. I really do appreciate that you do watch them. Remember to give me a thumbs up. Yeah. I've been hovering around the 1900 subscribers of 1960, 1950 for quite a long while. I did creep up over 2000 for a little bit and then I went down again. Hi, Patricia Franzino. I'm not normally super stressed about the number of subscribers that I have, but it would be nice if I could get a few more people to join and stuff. So if you know someone who might be interested in what I do, can just pass them on to me. Maybe suggest me. Yeah, I am grateful, but for every single subscriber I have, for those people who are members, for people who even just pop in and watch, even if they don't subscribe or something. I'm grateful for everybody who checks me out, watches my videos and stuff. Yeah. Evidence in Trump document case hints at ongoing investigation. Yeah. There's been some talk about Bedminster, New Jersey. Will Jack Smith bring charges against Trump in New Jersey? Yeah. Hi, Shelby Lisa. A bit headachy today. So what I think I'll do is just take it a little bit slower. Yeah. It's a bit bright in with the blue curtain, which is why I have a blue. It's all blue around me, and my skin looks odd. It's because I've got a blue curtain, a very lightweight blue curtain over my windows, and yeah, it can sort of. I've got another light here that might counteract it a bit. Or it could just end up making me look green because it's a yellowish light. It's a warm light. Yeah. Yeah. I just gave myself a facial before my skin seems extra squeaky. Yeah, I took the hi Apple. I've got the chance to watch Deanne, Shield Maiden, and Kevin from Kevin's Loving Vibration. I got a chance to pop in on their live and watch them for a while. And then Debbie Freebird Spirit had Intuitive Kim and Linda G on, so I watched hers. Next weekend on the Saturday morning or the Sunday morning, hang on. on the 24th, my time. I think it's 7:30. Hang on, I'll just check with the email. Next Saturday, the 24th at 7 p.m. So, hang on. Yeah. Okay. So next Saturday night, US time, which is Sunday morning for me at 7 p.m., I will be joining Amy, Warrior Goddess, on her channel. So, yeah. So, evidence in Trump documents case hints at ongoing investigations. Certainly. So, I'm hoping to do more collaborations. Sometimes I feel a little like I've been a little bit pushed aside, but that's just me. Some people are so busy with collaborations all the time, but I can't do that when I'm working. So it's like, yeah, I miss that aspect of it. So, what are we going to look at? Putin has confirmed he's put some nuclear weapons in Belarus, which is not this is Lukashenko. Is this a bad move for him and for Belarus? Well, it's not good for Belarus. I think how is it going to affect Belarus internally? What is this move? Mary Trump has a Star Trek podcast now called Trek Politics. Excellent. She's one cool chick. Okay. Let's see, Belarus, within Belarus internally, how is this being, what effect is this having, that Putin moving nuclear weapons into Belarus? How is this affecting the internal politics within Belarus? What is it going to mean for Lukashenko and his party? So we'll go, what is it going to mean for Lukashenko and his party? Hi, Clarence. Ooh. Assessment. Really, this is being examined really, really closely. Okay, this is really put a spotlight on them. They already had enough of a spotlight, but it seems like it's even more so. And Lukashenko's really, he's resorted to just locking people up, locking up opponents or protesters, kowtowing to Putin. This is a card of consequences as well. You reap what you sow. And what he has sowed is dying on the vine. You see the brown leaves here? Wow. Now, the challenge position here for Lukashenko, and it is a big one. It's the world. The challenge here for him and his government is This is going to lead to a shift in their place in the world. Now, this is not necessarily a good challenge. Again, like I said, it's putting a spotlight on them. But this is a major event that is going to have major consequences. And the challenge for Lukashenko and his government is how it is going to affect their place, not just within the country, but Belarus's place within the world. I'm seeing boycotts. Like the Olympics next year, I'm seeing boycotts. Well, not boycott, countries being banned, so that, you know, how the Russian Federation, Russia can't put athletes in, so there's a team that can, that sort of thing. So if they really, really want to compete, they're going to have to join one of these teams without a country, just Olympic. What is the advice for Lukashenko? This is really, really be prepared for things to change on a dime here. With the butterflies, there's change, mercurialness. This can be a prosecution, but in this instance, to me, it feels like a military response. Being put on guard. Being told, you allow this to happen, you allow this to be used, you will. You should be prepared for a military response. What's at the base of all this? Queen of Cups, but it's not a calm, moderate, understanding Queen of Cups. This is like unstable. Trying to keep a lid on. You know, Lukashenko is the sort who will threaten his own people with this weapon. Fall into line, or, you know, there's a nice little village that could suffer some fallout with this sort of technology. Instability, really smothering type of leadership, which makes sense. But also, yeah, just like this person is not mature enough. Kowtowed to Putin. He let Putin bully him into doing this. So his weakness as a leader. And he doesn't, we got here, I got drawn to the throne here with the little boy holding the fish. He does not inspire the people of Belarus in any way. A weak leadership. So what's going to be the outcome? They're going to be forced to look at the bigger picture. Their strategy, it's not working. They're going to be forced to look and make a choice. Oh, there's two ways this can be either inevitably tied up with Putin and will go down when Putin goes down, or this is an opportunity for Belarus to break away because of extremely strong opposition. I'm feeling like Lukashenko is going to go down with Putin. The minute Putin's gone, there's going to be an overwhelming effort to break free of Lukashenko, get rid of him. I even think he might be arrested. As to when this will happen, I don't know. But he could even be arrested. So, yeah. Yeah, it's shocking, isn't it? And hello to all my lovely lurkers as well. What's next? Oh, Abbott in Texas has signed a law banning diversity officers in public universities. A card's flowing out. I've just got through my head. There's not much that's going to be able to be done about that until he's gone. But let's have a look. This is. I felt like there's going to be these diversity officers opening up on in private properties, like private shop fronts or stuff like that, saying not affiliated with, or public university students might be granted access to private university diversity officers. So there's definitely, he's brilliant sort of thing. It's just saber rattling. He's going to find any little thing, any little way he can, any way he can to upset the status quo, to upset people, to make people feel less than they are and less than they could be or are. And it's very childish. It's like a temper tantrum. Is Governor Abbott going to be recalled? Because I know he's won the last rounds of election. So unless the next election is run. Now, this is interesting. I just asked, the question popped into my head, is Governor Abbott going to be recalled? Now, I pulled out two cards. I meant to pull out one, but I pulled out two. The first one was the Hierophant, institutional processes. This is a process that can happen. All the cogs and everything is in place for this sort of process to happen. Now, it's interesting. What came out with that card as well was the Justice card. So it would be very justified. So what I'm going to ask next is, will there be a recall election in Texas? That offer is there. But with the Knight of Cups, you have to be a bit wary, saying, oh, yes, we'll do it, we'll do it. The Knight of Cups can have trouble with follow through. But the offer is there. With the House impeaching the Attorney General, I don't see them impeaching the Governor. But a recall could happen. So this could be a compromise. There could be a compromise happen. Is Governor Abbott still going to be the governor of Texas in November 2024? Yes, but consequences for behavior. Okay. This is a yes, but it's not a firm yes. It is like actions. Things are going to start coming back to him from his earlier actions. Could the Texas House impeach? Now, I won't ask too many questions about. I'll leave Abbott at the moment. I mean, they've impeached. Texas has impeached the Attorney General. I was going to ask if they could impeach their governor, and they could, but I think I'll leave that for another day. Hi, Edna May. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Freebird Spirit. I was watching you and Kim and Linda G. I've been a bit lazy about getting out of bed on a said day, having a lie-in and all that. So I miss a lot of lives. So I got myself out of bed this morning, and yeah, and it was really, really enjoyable. Yeah, hi, Edna May. So, yes, it was very nice watching you. I loved your sleeves on your top with all the rainbow colors and stuff. Yeah. Now, what else we got here? I've got written down New Jersey. I think you guys, Debbie, you and Linda and Kim looked at New Jersey, Jack Smith bringing charges in New Jersey. Your rainbow sleeves, yeah. Hi, Yvonne White. So, Jack Smith, Bedminster, New Jersey. Is Jack Smith going to... I read on them doing searching Bedminster last week, and I said they were a bit cautious about it. So let's have a look. Is Jack Smith going to aim his resources at Bedminster? Will they carry out a search warrant? Okay. This is a big yes, and it's also a big leap of faith. A new line of inquiry. Will they find anything? Again, this is a yes. This is the Six of Cups. Stuff that Trump thought he had hidden. So this is things from the past coming back. They might even find Abraham Lincoln's bust, but I thought that had been recovered and returned. Not sure about that. I know it got nicked, but was it recovered? Again, the Knight of Cups is here again. Inspiration with the fish. Meandering. This river in the background is meandering. I think they're still not quite there yet. But I do think it'll happen. Will they find anything? Yes, I think this is a yes. They will find something. So the upshot of the question is, will Jack Smith be indicting Trump in the state of New Jersey? Oh, I've got a no. I've got the 5 of Cups. So they don't want, well, this is a good and a bad card. It's a card of transition. It's also about, okay, they've lost some ground, but they still have some evidence they can use. At this stage, it doesn't look like it's happening. But with the 2 major arcana, which time-wise is a little bit later, but of course, tarot and time, not the best. But I'm getting no, not because they don't want to, but because they don't feel they would have enough. Yeah, they can, justice can file as many orders as they want. Trump is going to ignore them. And because he thinks he can. But what happens if he ignores those motions? He could end up in jail, or at the very least in detention. Hi, Eleanor. Now, I was saying earlier, next Sunday morning, my time, Saturday night, your time, 7 p.m. Saturday night in the US, 7 a.m. my time here in Perth, which is 9 a.m. on the East Coast in Australia. I am joining Amy Warrior Goddess. So, yeah, on her channel. So, ooh, what's the ooh, Debbie? Okay, who's got? And there's one more thing. MBS, Saudi Arabia is threatening to hit back at the US if they. Hang on a minute. I have to go back up to the top and check out Kirsten's wonderful reports. Trump issues a veiled threat to GOP lawmakers who oppose censoring Adam Schiff. They're going to ignore him. They don't have. He lost those guys. You must pledge to back. RNC drops the hammer. You must pledge to back the nominee, even if they are a convicted felon. That is ridiculous. You shouldn't have to. Rudy Giuliani says the GOP witness who had all the information regarding their fake Biden bribery scheme has died. Saudi Arabia's crown prince threatened the US if it retaliated against oil cuts. is what the US are saying to him. Hi, Leslie King. Oh, what time am I on with Amy next week? It'll be 7 p.m. Saturday night in the US. She is Michigan time, so which is Eastern time. So I'm 12 hours ahead of you guys during your summer because you're in daylight saving at the moment. Without daylight saving, I'm 13 hours ahead, but currently I'm 12 hours ahead. So it's 7 p.m. her time on Amy's channel. Amy Warrior Goddess, I'm joining her. Hi, Eleanor. Hi, Leslie King. It'll be fine, sweetheart, Leslie, with your latest edition, your latest family member. Mm-hmm. I'm happy to do collabs with people. Just because I'm working Friday morning. I work from home Friday morning, so there is a window that I can on Fridays. So there's a window on Friday mornings my time where I can join someone for a collab Thursday evening in the US or early Fridays here, because I work from home. But yeah, most collabs are going to have to be either in the evening, my time, or morning during the week, or Saturday and Sunday mornings, or even Saturday and Sunday evenings. I was spot on with my surprises. Which one was that? Was that for your personal reading or? Oh, and tomorrow morning, 8:30 my time, so 8:30 p.m. Saturday night in the US is my members only live. If you are a member, you can join that. Hi, Annie and W. Okay, you're a good heart, Leslie. Everything will work out there. Thanks for joining. It is next Saturday night in the US, so the 24th of June, 7 p.m. in the US, which is Sunday morning here, and it is at 7 p.m. So, yeah. I nicknamed Shelby Lisa's son Thing because all he would show was his hair. It appears that it's been adopted by the family. Stella McCarthy saying, Shelby, did the thing get home, I guess. Yeah, it looks like which is very, very sweet. Say hello, Shelby, to your to Thing and your daughter and your hubby, everyone. And Eleanor, please say hello to your husband, who I had the good fortune to meet briefly when I did a reading for Eleanor. Yeah, got Coke, no sugar, with vanilla. I don't. My husband just goes for soft drink. Me, I'm more of a something like this will last me 3 or 4 days, if not longer. Then I don't worry if it's hot or cold. Um, I'll just have the odd mouthful every now and then. A 97 GT Mustang. Oh my goodness. Oh, please, Universal Spirit, please, wrap Shelby Lisa something in a protective light with his new car. Powerful thing, please. We hope and pray that he and all the other young people on the road drive safely and are protected. He went driving. Thing drives now. I had to say I am tickled pink that that Shelby's family have adopted it and Eleanor's adopted it. It's just like okay, who's got a question? Sometimes it's scary for the kids too. I had my learners, but because of certain balance problems, equilibrium problems, I never got beyond the learners. That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Eileen Cannon, will she be impeached? Okay. She's not on the desk, but apparently she's still the senior judge. What is going to happen with Eileen Cannon? There was some talk that I'll do this first, and then I'll talk about what the other suggestion was. That I think it popped up in Debbie's live with Kim and Linda. Dick says hi. Thank you. So Ace of Wands. There's a lot of energy building around her. And this is not subtle energy. This is like she's going to be hit with an energy like whack. That's going to leave her a little bit breathless, I think. What are her challenges? Wow, her challenges are sitting in judgment. She is a judge. Should she be in judgment here? Should she not? Her challenge, this is to remain where she is. This is her challenge. What is the advice for her? Be prepared for a lot coming at her very, very quickly. A lot of legal stuff coming at her very, very quickly. Stormy. This is in her advice column. Be prepared for a lot of stuff coming at her very, very quickly. And of the legal sort. What is at the base of this? Oh, things happening very, very quickly. And there's more stuff. I was thinking, wow, shouldn't this be the Eight of Wands? And the next thing at the base of it is the Eight of Wands. Stuff flying at her. She's not going to be able to handle all the stuff that is flying at her. If she doesn't recuse herself, this thing is going to come to a head very, very quickly, I think. I feel like the minute I saw this, I thought corruption. But then I had to step back from that because it's quite often that's the first thing I think when I see the King of Pentacles. So I had to take a step back from that and say, no, is that really what it's about? This can also represent a return to stability and leadership, but no, I still get corruption here. Is she going to have to step down? Defeat is in her path. So yeah, what is Jack's next move? Now this is interesting because I think I remember Debbie and Amy Intuitive and Linda G discussing, or a comment that was put in was, I don't know if you guys discussed it, but the comment was Jack Smith could possibly force her to recuse herself by calling her as a witness. I do not think that will happen. Oh, she's got a struggle. Firstly, that would be a struggle. That would be an uphill battle to have that done. But she's also got an uphill battle ahead of her. Oh, she has got a very major decision coming up. And you know what? She's been procrastinating for too long on this. I think is she going to be forced into a decision? Oh, there it is. There's that defeat card again. Yeah. I don't think she's going to be sitting judge very long. Okay. Who else has got a question? Oh, I've got a headache. But then I always do when I do lives. I guess opening yourself up more, it's a different sort of headache than you get certain sorts of headaches. But this one is always like right down here, and that's through my third eye. But I open myself up to the universe and to you guys willingly. So yeah. So who else has got a question? Marlene Cannon be impeached. Just one yes or no. The opportunity coming up. Someone might take the opportunity, but not while DeSantis is in. Politics of Florida and Texas seem to be the same. Is there a collaboration between the two governors? There's certainly discussion, yeah. Is there just collaboration between Abbott of Texas and DeSantis of Florida? Interesting. This is the back off card. This is what they should be doing. But what are they doing? This is definitely a card of collaboration, pooling, not money resources, because they're both too greedy to do that, but other sorts of resources. And that's what they're doing. So this is what they should be doing, is backing off. This is what they are doing, which is, yeah, collaborating. What's going to be the outcome here for them? They're not going to be happy with the outcome. Dissatisfaction. They're not going to be happy with the outcome. And boo-hoo, I feel so sorry for them. I see definite sulking, both of them sulking. I think the only way for either of those states to go through blue would be for, look, there are still Democrats in these red seats. But sometimes I feel like what's the point in voting? It's only going to go red anyway. Vote, vote, vote. And get the independents out there to put their hands up, even if they don't vote for either, even if they vote for an independent, get them to put their hands up. Yeah. Because of the gerrymandering, the only way to do that is encourage people to, the blue in those seats, to all those districts, to get out and vote, because you might be surprised. I think a lot of the reds are just landslide, because Democrats in those districts are a little bit discouraged. What's the point? What's the point? The point is, if you keep doing it, and if you keep moving, you keep getting people registered in your district, you keep going at it, it will turn. It will turn. I guess so. Yeah. Question: Russia moving nukes to Belarus. Oh, I did a reading on that. I opened up with that, Anne. No, it's something they're doing, and Belarus is the Belarusian government, Lukashenko and the government, are going to regret it. What are Donald Trump's children thinking? Ivanka. Oh, she is conflicted, very, very conflicted. Very conflicted. And there's even an increasing element of hate within her for her father, which can be sad. But she's increasingly hating not necessarily her father, but what he's done, what he's become, what he is doing. Yeah, so she's very conflicted. That's Ivanka in one card. John Jr. Again, Barron is coming up to 18, but I won't read on him until he has turned 18. Okay. let's have a look at Don Jr. Oh, card flew out. He's like, I'm going to find a balance. He's struggling for balance, but not about his father. Just he sees it as his job to smooth things over for his dad. With the whataboutism, with the accusations of this, that, the other, with shooting on about Donald Trump. But he's got some major challenges here where imbalances are going to overtake him. So he's finding it harder and harder to maintain a clear, balanced line of thought. I think he's going to need rehab. Yes, yeah, the voice. Yeah. Uncover the News was saying about oh my goodness, Representative Brad Finstad. Is he a Democrat or yeah? Well, Uncover the News was saying about the Australian companies are voicing support for a campaign to recognise the country's Indigenous people. It is something called The Voice. There's still a lot more information, I think, that we need. They are putting out ads. The government is putting out ads, what it's all about, what it's going to need to. But we've had, should our native peoples be recognised? Absolutely. The form in which this recognition takes place it's a different thing. And when I first read about when our first constitution was drawn up in the early 1900s, 1901, I think it was, not 100% sure on that, Australian Aborigines were not even counted as part of the population, which is just wrong. They weren't counted as part of the population until 1969. What the hell is that? Okay. So yes, absolutely. In which form it takes, that is something that we need a lot more information about and stuff. So yeah, there's always division happening and about for something such as this. Yeah. So Now, the staffer for Representative Brad Finstad at a congressional baseball game. Yeah. Oh, he's, well, whether he's Democrat or Republican, one of his staffers being attacked is just not on. It's not good enough, and whoever did it and whatever the motive was, they need to be brought to justice. So let's hope that whoever attacked this staffer is caught and apprehended and charged. Florida is changing, influx of out-of-state residents. Houses going up everywhere. No one knows how these new residents will vote. Well, I would think people who are deciding to move to Florida at this time, I get an idea that a lot of them are like, hey, I really support what DeSantis is doing. I'm going to move down there. That this influx could actually be more red. They're seeing it. I think they're starting to see the state as a redneck haven, which we hope it will never become. Hi, Joji. Yeah. Well, whatever happened, whether it was staged, whether it was real, I think that it's all going to come out in the wash, and the perpetrators will, if it was staged, it's going to be another Jussie Smollett thing. He faked a hate crime, which is even worse. But yeah, they won't get away with it, whatever that attack was all about. Jim Jordan is a puppet. Jim Jordan asked Attorney General Merrick Garland in the original letter to provide information on which personnel are working on the case. Scope. Jim Jordan has no right to that information. No, he's not going to get it. Merrick Garland's going to give him the bird. He can't justify asking for that information. Okay, who's got... Oh, yeah, we're going through Trump's kids. So we did Ivanka in one card, Eric in one... Don Jr. in one card. Now, Eric in one card. What is Eric thinking? It's easy to say blank. Nothing. But, that's just cruelty. He is extremely anxious. He sees Daddy as the platform for all his future hopes. He could have stepped away and become his own person. I said it a few years back now that he has absolute, in terms of characteristics, he has or had more in common with his uncle Fred, who was, I think, Mary's father, just in nature. But nurture has overridden that. But also there's he's very, very insecure. And his insecurities are swallowing him up a bit at the moment. And every time he opens his mouth, he doesn't really help things. So, yeah. Tiffany. No. I don't know if she's what she might say in public, whatever she says in public, privately, she's very mercurial and she's very quietly judging her father, but she won't say that in public. In public, she's support because he's her father. But privately, no. Again, Edna May, sorry, but I know Barron is close to being 18, but until I've got confirmation that he's 18, I won't do a reading on him. Okay. So what I might do is just check his birth date. Yeah, so Tiffany is like that two-faced. Personal support, professionally well, okay, public support for her father behind the scenes. The only reason she's supporting him is he's her father, but she's very judgmental of everything. So yeah, he's only 17. He's not 18 until March next year. So yeah. And even then, I think, I don't do much on Tiffany because she's not super vocal and all that. Even after Baron turns 18, unless he puts himself out there, I might do a card every now and then on him, the same as I just did for Tiffany. But yeah. Will Ivanka's grave be re-examined for possible Ivana's grave? I've had a look at that last week and I was getting, but you never know what happens. I'll have another look and then just, is there a possibility? Will they examine or exhume Ivana's grave? Look, there's a possibility that could happen, but they would have to, that's something they're weighing very, very carefully to justify it. Because you're still disturbing someone's supposed resting place. I think they may have already run. Well, they can't, but as soon as they can, they might do a geo run over it. I should know the name of the device, but they roll them over the ground to see what's underneath. Hi, Secrets of the Red Moon Tarot. Hi there, Dean. Everything is good, thank you. Google had the staffer with minor injuries and will make a full recover. Yeah. Somebody asked me what Melania was doing last week, and I think the card said she was, with a seven of swords, and it's like just backing up and grabbing everything she can so she can go ASAP. No, unless they can provide real solid a real solid argument for doing that, they won't. So, yeah. Who else has got a question? Thank you, Joji. Well, good luck to her. Is Melania in any legal trouble? Let's have a look. Hi, Ron. Now, is Melania in any legal trouble? Happy families. I felt like what I saw was the first thought that came to my mind when I saw this card was shattered illusions. Okay, Shattered illusions. You know, this is also my card for the Republicans, happy families, illusions, and all that. But this was shattered illusions, and this is all about her family. All the illusions she had about her family just shattered. What are the challenges for her? Oh my goodness, the Emperor. This isn't Trump. This is stability, the rule of law, the rule of the rule of law, great stability. The challenges for her was leadership. What was done in her leadership? I think they are looking at a lot of things with her, but trying to pin them down is not going to be as simple as they think. The advice for Melania is keep your guard up, girl. Don't let your guard down, because, you know, they're coming for you, basically. What's at the base of this? Money and her family. Money and her family's abuse of money and power. And things are coming to an end, of course, with the tens. What's the outcome for her? Ooh, very, very tricky decisions to make. She's going to be struggling to stay calm, but she feels like she has to step up into a leadership role here for some reason. But it's going to be really, really hard for her because she's not of that temperament. She's not even too stressed about her son, so more about her. Okay. Yvonne White asks, will they raid any other Trump properties? Well, it depends where and what for and who. We've already spoken about Bedminster, but there are other properties. Penthouse. Oh, very strong case for doing so. So for other properties. Now, bearing in mind, this is not Bedminster we're talking about. We're talking, or Mar-a-Lago, we're talking about other properties that Trump may have or inhabits. So, yeah, it's a strong case to do so. Yep, there's stuff hidden. There's at least 3 properties. They're being very systematic, but so yeah, I think there are going to be raids, but yeah, big. These ones will worry Trump even more than Mar-a-Lago. When did he go to Scotland instead of appearing in court? When was that? Did he take anything to Scotland when he should have been appearing in court? I don't think the Scottish will have a problem raiding his homes. They don't want him there. Did he take anything? Well, things put in hiding. So yes, that to me is a yes. Will the Scottish authorities raid those properties, golf course and stuff? There is some debate going on about that now. Okay, so, and then this is holding back the horse so they don't surge forward. I think there's definitely, I think they will. Yeah, they're talking about it now, going through all the, this isn't necessarily fighting about it, or they're debating the pros and cons, to what needs to be done, how to make sure it's all done legally and stuff like that. So, yeah, big. Hi, Denise Trudeau. Oh, that's all right. Oh, you've been working your county fair. That's fine. I love that you guys just try and join me no matter what, but it's fine if you can't. I know you watch me later and stuff like that, but thank you for that lovely, lovely, lovely thought, Janice. Yes, and I think they will. They will. And they will take that leap of faith. They will search his properties. And they will, because not just Scotland, it's the UK, that I think, right in front of my eyes. They said not just Scotland, it's the UK. Right in front of my eye here, I got the UK. Will the UK indict Trump? Will the UK, Scotland, England and stuff, indict Trump on charges? They're working towards that. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. It's a maybe card, but I just feel like they could possibly be considering, yes, indicting Trump. I think they'll talk to the US government about it, but whatever they find there, they're going to be really pissed off. Really, really pissed off, because it wasn't just US agents that Trump compromised. Trump's going to end up feeling a little bit ill. The First Minister of Scotland, I don't think it was Sturgeon. Yeah, it would have been years ago. Eleanor McCarthy, Trump's plane needs to be searched. Will they search Trump's plane? I got something Russian, and in the walls. Has Trump's plane got Russian technology on it? This is a really, really this would be a bad thing for him if they searched his plane. Will they take his plane apart? Heartbreak for him. Not good. Oh, abandonment. abandonment, or will they just say, no, we're going to look for higher? But I don't think they should. I think that this is aiming for higher things. They should search that plane, because if they do, hot diggity. Okay. Now, I don't know what make of plane it is, whether it's a Boeing or an Airbus or whatever. Oh, I can't see Airbus selling to Trump, but it has got Russian technology on it. It shouldn't be on a private plane. So, entertainment purposes only. They can seize it. I think they might end up seizing it. Will they seize his plane? Will they seize his plane? Yes, but it's going to take a while. This is success after trouble, after struggle. Hubby's moving stuff about, so you can hear him in the background, but that's okay. Okay. Guys, I think I am going to wrap it up now. So thank you again for joining me, my darlings. I love you all. Stay safe, stay happy, stay loving, and as always, stay laughing. Okay. And Steve Martin in the movie The Jerk. Don't it? Yeah, I still haven't seen that. No, I quite like Steve Martin. Not everything he makes is to my taste, but I love his music. He's bluegrass music and stuff. Anyway, so good night, everyone. Have a safe day and a great weekend. And I love you all. And I will see members tomorrow morning, 8:30 my time, which is 8:30 p.m. Eastern time in the US. And I will see everyone else later. Oh, good night, Bonnie. And I'll send you an email.